Infernal Hails, Simon here, back at it again. We're doing another video. Hell yeah, man. Dude, I gotta record so many fucking videos now. Because I'm actually, next weekend, I'm going away for 10 days. Going down to the Alps, going down hiking. Dude, it's gonna be so much fun, dude. So I gotta record like a boatload of videos so I have some ready. I think I'll record some videos while I'm down there as well. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll figure it out, dude. But goddamn, I gotta. So I cooked up some ideas last night, and I came up with some good ones. This one I don't think I've ever seen a video about this topic. I just came up with this one on my own, and I thought it was really good. And it's pretty challenging. Like, dude, do this yourself. Like, I'm really curious what other people's like picks were because I had to like look through my collection pretty thoroughly to come up with ones. And there's like no slam dunks on here. So we're doing albums that are better on the B side. So yeah, like I said, there's no slam dunks here. Like pretty much all these albums, I like them all the way through. It's just like the B side is just better than the A side. There's no like no albums I picked out here because there's no albums I own that's like that. Where I don't like the A side, but then the B side is good. Like, are there any albums like? Can you even think of any albums? Like, I can't really. The only one that even comes close is like the Judas Priest debut album. What's that? Rock and Roller. That's what it's called. Like, does anybody even like that album? But the A side is just complete unlistenable, and then the B side is like, okay, this is decent. I can listen to this. That's how I remember it going. Like, there's that like one song where it's just like a bunch of filling with the guitar, and it's not even like what the fuck is what is this like hippie junk? Like what is going on? And then like the songs on that, like it's just dude, the actual songs on that, like it's just I don't know what it sounded like, but I did not like it at all, man. Like supposedly I've heard that the band doesn't even like it themselves, and it's just like they wanted to record like Sad Wings of Destiny because I'm pretty sure some of the songs were already written for that album. But then like the studio where they kind of like the coach them and were like, no, that's like way too. We gotta do something more commercial and more acceptable. So they had to like write new songs, or some of them had to write like a new songs, and then they saved those songs for the album. And it turned out better because fucking Sad Wings of Destiny, that's a mighty fucking sophomore album, which to me that's just the debut. The first album that was just kind of like a demo test, doesn't count. But yeah, anyway. So first one we're talking about is Trouble with Song 9. I always fucking like this album. Like I like it from top to bottom. But I've always thought that the B side, just like when I first got into it, I remember like the only song I didn't like here was like Victim of the Insane because it was like the most like sort of like dismal and sort of like slow paced doomy track on here, and I just really didn't like dig the vocal patterns on it. But over the years, it's I hate like I keep saying like over the years, like I've been into this like for fucking ever because I probably listened to this album first like 5 years ago, so I've not even been into it for that long. But yeah, anyway, over time, I've come to like it, but it's still like probably my least favorite song on the album, I would say. But yeah, like I said, like fucking side one is great. Opens up with the timbre, fantastic, and it has Assassin and what's that called again? Revelation, good too. But the B side, dude, that's when this album really kicks into gear. Like holy shit, Bastards Will Pay, and dude, the Fall of Lucifer. Dude, there's just killer fucking progression on that, and the instrumental in time, like dude, I love that song. Dude, it's like I love how it's that part in the middle where it's like doom doom, where it like builds up to that part and just slows down, and you think like the song is gonna end, and then the bass just comes in doom 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 doom, and then the riff kicks in there. Dude, how the fuck? I can't remember how it goes off the top of my head, but love that instrumental. fucking love it. And song 9, it's just like, dude, that riff on that song is so fucking crushing. And you'll just, like, whenever I listen to this album, I'm just humming that riff for the rest of the day. Like, doom, doo, doo, doom, 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 doo, 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 doo. Oh, dude, it's so good. And always kind of like, really like this album cover as well. Like with the skull down here, because you don't notice it like initially, but you just, it's like, I like it because it has like, it's not like a black and white, and it has color on it, but it makes you look like, it sets the mood for the album quite well. It like looks kind of dismal, even though it has some color on it. And then you see the skull, and you're like, ooh, this is yeah. I just always like that about the cover. Like when you can make a cover that's like vibrant in the colors, but still like gets you that like that metal feeling. You know, oh, this is gonna be some dark shit. You know, I always like really admired that about albums. Like Regurgitation tells from Necrophilia. Like the colors on that cover are so vibrant, but yeah, it looks definitely. You know, yeah. Anyway. So that's my first one. Trouble, Song 9. Next up, this was actually a last minute addition because I didn't think of this initially when I was like actually browsing my collection last night and marked down which ones I were going to pick. But then I saw this on the record and I was like, dude, this one totally fits the bill. So I decided to go with this one instead of another one, which weren't really that good of a pick either. Let me just check the record out here. Dude, what the fuck? Oh yeah, that's right. That's this the sleeve here is like broken. Whatever, dude. But yeah, it is Motorhead with Bomber. And I've always just liked the side 2 here. Side 2 better than the A side on this. Like, dude, Stone Dead Forever. Dude, holy shit, man. Those like leads and the solos on that track are just out of control. Fucking love them. It's just such an epic song. And we got like as well like Talking Head, like just for the lyrics alone, dude. That song is just a banger because I always like it's like kind of it talks about like the news and shit like that. I'm always like never understood why people like want to watch the news every Sunday. Like you're just ingesting yourself with a bunch of negativity that you don't need, and you're just like, okay, but like, why do you need to know what's going on over there in Iran or whatever? Like you can't do anything about it anyway. Like just do something useful instead, dude. Like trust me, you don't need to watch the news because then it's like, well, I gotta know what's going on, so I'm prepared, dude. The things that are going on that actually affects you, you're gonna know about them. Trust me. Like you'll know about them, but just by going about your daily day, you'll know about it. So you don't need to watch the news, dude. It's just stupid, you know. And I think it's really watching the news. That's just like a kind of like a sedative. Like it's sort of like I wouldn't say it's entertainment, but then at the same time it kind of is. But it's sort of like a way to keep you sort of like limiting your potential by just feeding you a bunch of negativity that you don't need. Because when you're negative, you aren't like when you aren't like thinking positive, it's very limited what you're gonna do when you aren't gonna try something new and start up your own business or do something. So it just keeps you in line, you know. But yeah, so I always like that song because it talks about that, which is always something I thought, but never really I guess put into words. But I guess I did now on camera. I got something to drink as well, man. So fucking yeah. Anyway, Bomber. The closing track on here is phenomenal as well, and it also has like which I really like it because it stands out. It's the Step Down, the song where it's what is it, Eddie Clark? I'm pretty sure it's Eddie Clark sings on that song, right? Yeah, Eddie Clark vocals on Step Down. The only time he did vocals apparently. So I just thought that was like a cool little track that stands out. But like I said, I really like the A side as well. Like Poison, love that fucking song, and Dead Men Tell No Tales is great. But then like Lawman, it's kind of like you know, when you're in mood for it, it's pretty good. but like pretty slow pace song. And Sweet Revenge again is one of those like slower pace songs. It's like two of those in a row where it's like two slow pace songs, and then we get like some more upbeat with Sharpshooter. So I just think like the A side just flows much better, like from track to track as well. It's also something you gotta keep in mind. But it isn't just the songs individually, but how they like flow from track to track. That makes it stand out. But yeah, Motorhead Bomber. Goddamn fantastic album. That's like probably my it's probably my second favorite Motorhead album, at least so far. I don't have the debut yet. I should really buy that, but I really like that as well. Because it's only like when I actually physically buy the album that I feel like I really make my mind up about an album. Like I can listen to it on YouTube, but it's just not the same as like holding in your hands, reading the lyrics, like just getting that physical copy experience. That's when you really like when I really pass the final judgment on the album, I guess. But yeah. Next up, I've gone with Painkiller by the Mighty Priest, which we already talked about. And this is a great album. I gotta say, like the reason why it's like why this album I gotta find the words. Hang on a minute. The main reason why I picked this one is because I actually don't like the first track on here, which is the title track. It's like it's not bad. It's listenable, but it's just like dude, every other song on this album blows it away. Like it's very like technical, for Judas Priest standards, but it just doesn't grab me. It's like I don't care, dude. Like just play me some good tunes instead of this like technical kind of shit. And we'll say the lyrics on that are pretty badass. How does that go again? Faster than a bullet, terrifying scream, in range that full of anger, he's half hand and half machine. No, it's pretty badass. But yeah, dude, it's where's the track list? Was down here, like so small, so small. But then like the rest of the four songs are pretty good, man. But I think, dude, the B side, that's when this album truly gets great. Like fuck, opening up with Nightcrawler, fantastic song, and then goes into Between the Hammer and the Anvil. Dude, that song is like easily top 5 favorite Judas Priest songs ever. Dude, I fucking love that final chorus when Rob Halford just like knocks it out of the fucking park with the vocals, like Between the Hammer and the Anvil. Dude, it's so good. Dude, Rob Halford, he's just a fucking complete fucking monster on that microphone. I'm telling you. And then a touch of evil as well, dude. It's just like a good like it's like a good like what do we call those, a ballad song, but it has some heaviness to it in the riffs, and it's just epic greatness. And you Judas Priest ballad song, you know, you can't go wrong. It's just like one of the best ones ever. So that's that like 1, 2, 3 of just complete perfection. Just like the B-side wins on this. And then Bell Hymns is just a good lengthy track to close out the album. It's great. It's fucking great. Or I mean, One Shot of Glory, Bell Hymns, that's like the interlude. Yeah. But yeah, Meltdown, I really like that song as well. And I mean, Hell Patrol and or Little Rebel, I actually forgot about that. That's such a good song. Like double bass on that. Oof. Never heard that on a Priest song before. Yeah, this is just a really sort of like silent album for the band. Went a lot more speedy on this one. So this one really stands out. And it's just a great album, man. So but I do like the B-side better on this one. For all the reasons I just explained. So Painkiller. Definitely a good one. And next up, I've gone with a bit of a underrated thrash album, which I included in a previous video. Forced Entry with Uncertain Future. This is like the one where I was like, this was like the first one that came to my mind. For this video, like this one was like an easy one to decide. Like it's kind of like ruined now because I have like the reissue where there's where they wasted that when they wasted the space on putting that useless fucking EP to Shaw on there, which is just yawn. Dude, fucking terrible. Just like, get this shit out of here, man. This ain't the forced entry I like. They must have been performed by some fucking completely other band. Like, even for like, I understand it was in the 90s and they went groove metal, but this is just, even for groove metal, this is just bad, dude. Like, some of that groove metal is like, it's commercial and it's whatever, but it's like, it's not like, okay, it's just like watered down lame, but this isn't unlistenable, dude. This is just terrible, man. The vocals are just like, it sounds like he's fucking going to sleep, and then the lyrics are just totally uninspired and makes no fucking sense, and the riffs are just like, dude, straight up nothing there. So yeah, terrible EP, but the album here, great. But so that's on as bonus. So realistically, the B side will probably be the last 4 tracks. Listen, I gotta say, like, Octoclops, that's like the weakest song on the album. But then, like, dude, the 3 last tracks on this, Unrest They Find, Merglon, and Foreign Policy, dude, total fucking greatness, dude. Dude, I love those songs, man. I think they're a lot stronger than even like the first one, which is like the, I guess, famous song on here, if you can call that, because it has that like dum 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 dum, like it has that like slammy kind of riffs, slam riff on there before Suffocation did it. But yeah, dude, I just love that, like, Unless They Find, how that song like opens up like dum dum da 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 da, so catchy, and then it goes into that vicious fucking speed part where it's like so fucking intense, man. Love that song. And then Merglon is just so, dude, it's just so fucking catchy and just good meat pace song to just like not the hit to, and it just fantastic. And in Foreign Policy, it's more like vicious speeds on there, and it's just such a good way to close out the album. You love that song as well. Just lots of energy on that song. Fucking great. So, Forced Entry. I guess I'll show the. Yeah, I've been slacking on that, but I think it's just like because I'm lazy. But I might as well just like pull like, the wax out and show that. Just like, just to show it. Pack in something more interesting to look at in the video other than my fucking ugly fucking face. And last up, we are gonna talk about a band that needs no talking about, but they fit the criteria for this video. So we're talking about it. Entombed Left Hand Path. And yeah, so dude, don't get me wrong. I think this album is great from like start to finish, but I think the B side is just stronger, man. Like the really standout songs on the A side is like the title track Left Hand Path. It just has those fucking dude where it has those kind of riffs when you just like when the riff the riff what am I saying, the riff phase comes out, when you feel that the riff phase, it comes out multiple times on that first song, and it ends up with that like melodic part, and it's great. Also how it starts, like the dum dum dum, like it's great. But Rebel in Flesh is another really like standout song. That's like the 2 like standout songs for me on the A side. It's those 2. But then on the B side, it's like the really standout songs like But Life Goes On, Morbid Development, dude, Morbid Development. Holy shit, dude, that might be my favorite song on there. And then Abnormally Deceased as well. And Bitter Loss is just a great song as well. And The Truth Beyond just close out the album nicely. It has like a little bit of everything that all the previous songs have, which I like about it. So it just like ties the album up in a nice bow, But yeah. So yeah, I just think the B side is a little bit stronger on here, although the A side is also mighty fucking good, but just a little bit stronger on the B side there. And yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say about it. So let me know again. Show the pressing. By the way, this LP pressing sounds fucking fantastic, but there's no lyric sheet, and it's like kind of like a lame earache pressing, as per usual. Like, this should come with like a poster, fucking one of those like booklet inserts and lyrics and extra photos and yeah, but like gatefold cover, like to give this like a deluxe treatment. Like this is like oh hello there, peeking out a little bit. This like a classic like this should get like the deluxe treatment, not these like lame ass fucking reissues. Just saying. But yeah, that's my picks for the video. Let me know what yours are below, because I'm actually kind of curious if you can even like think of an album where you like the B side but doesn't like the A side. I think it's like usually for me, if I don't like the A side, I think I usually just turn the album off, so I don't usually hear the B side. So that's why. And even if that like even if there are some where I just can't think of them because I don't own them. So there might be like one or two I've stumbled across where I actually like the B side like better and the A side wasn't very good. But I don't own those albums, so I just kind of like forgot about them. I can't think of them. I should try to brainstorm a little bit, but I can't think of any. But anyway, let me know what yours are of these, and if you actually have an album where you really like the B side but doesn't like the A side at all. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day.